Hey you guys, it's Britt. Tonight we're here with an urgent update on the not so resilient Jenkins. Steph has gone completely at an all-time low for her rage bait trash content, and I had a few thoughts because she is now utilizing Milo and Shaylin, who saved Milo's life, as a way to somehow again make herself the victim. And I had quite a few thoughts, so if you're interested, please keep watching. Alright you guys, so this afternoon I was, doing my normal things, spending a normal Saturday, catching up on chores, running some errands, and I saw this story on TikTok that Steph shared. And it's a video of Milo, and she says, before Big Boy's health decline, we really did everything we could to keep him. We miss him so much, which him has a typo as usual. F y'all for this. And this video was from September of 2022. So obviously 3 years ago. Yes, in this video, Milo does look like a healthy cat. But because of you and your abuse and your negligence, Milo was in heartbreaking, terrible days away from not making it condition because of you. Because of you and Drew, and thank God for Shaylin because she stepped in, and as I've said 57 times before, she did the right thing and she saved Milo's life, and she deserves to be applauded for that time and time and time again. She also made an FB post, and this was a little bit longer, but let me read it and then I'll give my thoughts. She said, I don't know what I can say or do to right the wrongs that happened with the cats. Not one of your judgmental behinds was there and has any idea the amount of pressure I was under. You all love a pop-up hero story though, so of course you side with the individual who rescued Milo. Steph, she has a name, her name is Shaylin, and she literally saved a cat that you put out the door and didn't care if the cat lived or died. And he was in terrible conditions when you put him outside in the freezing cold in Portland because you didn't care. How dare you? How dare you say it's a pop-up hero? No, she cleaned up the mess that you made. She saved the cat that you abused. Do not speak down on her because she is actually a hero for Milo and Onyx. She continues, but I side with my daughters, who I will always feel I failed in that situation. Milo was our baby. We loved him, and despite what you may believe, we did everything we could for him. You know what you could have done? You could have put on your oversized slides and walked your happy ass right across the road to Petco and gotten some flea medication and at least made an effort to nurse him back to health, knowing that you had abandoned your responsibility as a pet owner, and you didn't even do that. Stop with the, oh, we did everything we could, oh, we tried this, we tried that. No, you did nothing. And then when Milo was in deplorable conditions, you put him outside, and then when he tried to come home, Drew threw him back outside. Let's not ever forget what actually happened here. You didn't do everything. You did nothing. And in fact, you created more harm than anything positive. It's not my decision to throw the cats outside, and it hurt me to do so. So whose fault is it? Drew's? Are you blaming Drew for this? Because you made a whole video and you wanted to stand 10 toes down on how you tried to contact local animal rescues and nobody was willing to help, so you had to throw your cat outside into the freezing cold. I mean, you cannot make this level of unhinged up if you tried to. I definitely rage baited with that video. Ding, ding, ding. So y'all were being evicted and you wanted to increase views, so you threw your cat outside and expected somebody else to come in and clean up your mess. And again, thank God for Shaylin because she did step in and she saved Milo and she nursed him back to health. So you have no right to speak ill on her name. I hide the true emotion of what that took to put our fur babies outside with complete disregard for their well-being. So again, we're doubling and tripling down on the fact that you did not look into local resources. You literally put them outside. You admit it right here. I may never forgive myself. The pain I've seen it cause my kids is unfair, and I know this. My daughters ask me all the time if they can see Milo, and I wish that was a possibility. Number one, I hope you never forgive yourself. I hope that what you did to Milo and Onyx and the other cats, like Conscience, I hope that those cats haunt your nightmares. I hope that you have night terrors because of what you did to your cats. I hope that it keeps you up at night. I hope it's something that no matter how hard you try to forget, I hope that it's always in your mind. And I hope that it bothers you until the end of time. And as far as her saying, oh, my daughters want to see Onyx, I'm sure that they do too. But you put him in this situation. And do you think after dragging Shaylin through the mud multiple times and calling her a pop-up hero or painting her as some kind of fake savior who's clout chasing, which you also have accused her of, why on earth would she even want to take a second look at you? I think Shaylin is on the side that a lot of us are, where just the idea of looking twice at you is nightmare fuel. She continues and says, I ask if they can have him back once we are moved and settled, and I'd give anything to make that a possibility for them. For one, you and Drew are not allowed to own cats because of what you did to Milo and Onyx and your other cats. So the city of Portland, or maybe the county, I'm not sure kind of where that divide falls in, they know of y'all. And they know that you are neglectful and abusive when it comes to what happened with these cats. I'm literally, let's watch the clock. How long is it going to take for them to give the same energy to the children that they should be saving? We need to speed up time, because all the proof is out there, all the disgust is out there, and it only seems to get worse. And let's just say that you didn't have those citations and you were allowed to own pets. Milo is not your cat. Onyx is no longer your cat. They are both microchipped to Shaylin. She has a wonderful, warm, welcoming, healthy home for both of them. And you are no longer entitled to be a pet owner. And in fact, I hope that you never have pets under your care again. Finishes and says, and before you go there with the get them into therapy, you really think I don't already know that? They are my kids and I know their needs far better than anyone. Of course you do. That's why your infant is sleeping on a dog bed that looks like a sandwich. That's why you feel like it's okay to curse at your older child. That's why you think it's okay to create hazardous and heartbreaking conditions for them. You think that all of this is okay. You think that putting a $10 sprinkler out in the homeless shelter parking lot equates to them being fulfilled for a summertime activity. You are the problem. And to sit there and say that you know their needs more than anyone else, Steph, you have a toddler that is nonverbal and you refuse to get that child a proper diagnosis. You have an infant who was recently showing signs of having a wandering eye, and you think that it's nobody's business how you're handling that. It's always, oh, it's no one's business. I'm going to post this, but it's not your business. I'm not going to tell you anything more. I know what's best, blah, 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 blah. I am so exhausted from this absolute dumpster fire, but I could not believe that she posted that. And I will tell you guys the reason why I think that she posted it. It's because she knows that the cat situation is going to upset people, just the way that the infant sleeping on a dog bed on the floor will upset people. And she was recently on a video being shown saying that she was upset that she lost a bunch of subscribers, paying subscribers over on TikTok. Right now, at least when I took this screenshot, she only has 34 subscribers. So she lost well over 300, and she's upset about it. So she's, again, using the cats as rage bait, in her own words.
So I was 30 minutes early to my doctor appointment, and I figured I was just going to pop up on a sub-only live, only to see like either my TikTok is mad glitchy or I just keep losing monetization rights on TikTok for you guys, because it's truly like not anything I'm lacking doing. I feel I post and I'm just as active as, if not more active than, some creators that I've seen, and like still like the algorithm's just like no. So that being said, like I really was trying to hop up on a sub only live, but why would I do that for 4 subscribers? Apparently like I lost like 380 overnight. So
she can call it rage bait, she can claim whatever with this situation, but I call it just absolute disgust. And again, I will never have an ounce of sympathy or respect for Steph or Drew. I think they're both bottom of the barrel when it comes to being parents, pet owners, whatever you want to kind of, whichever lens you want to look at it through. I think that both of them are absolutely just, like, I'm beyond disgusted when I think of their behavior that has been well documented on social media. I also think it's really interesting how she always wants to say, oh, I know what's best for my kids. I know this, I know that. She married a registered SO and had children with that SO, who is now in prison. And by the way, she refuses to sign the divorce documents. We've found that out recently. You don't know what's best for anything. And I don't think that you are somebody that deserves an ounce of respect or anything positive. But I think I've had enough for today. If you like the video, please leave a like and a comment. And if you'd like to see more from me in the future, please subscribe. I'll see you guys soon. Bye.